Destination city. You were given the array paths, where paths of I is equal to an array with city A and city B. Means there exists a direct path going from city A to city B. Return the destination city, that is, the city without any path outgoing to another city. So it is guaranteed that the graph of paths form a line without any loop. Therefore, there's going to be exactly one destination city. So if we take a look at example 1 here, we have paths, and in the first array we have London to New York. Second one we have New York to Lima, and the third one we have Lima to Sao Paulo. And basically the answer is Sao Paulo. The reason for that is because even though Lima goes to Sao Paulo, there's no Sao Paulo in any of the starting cities. That means Sao Paulo has to be the last city that they visit. Because if you look at like London to New York, for example, then from New York you'd go to Lima, then from Lima you'd go to Sao Paulo. There's nowhere to go from Sao Paulo. If we look at a slightly more complicated example 2, we can go from B to C, we can go from C to A, and we can go from D to B. However, okay, well, there's a B here. The answer is A though, because we can go from C to A, but there's no A in any of these starting position, right? So B, D, C. However, there's a B right there if we take a look at the ending positions, and there's a C right there. So how do we solve this? An easy way to solve this is first to make a set of all the starting paths, and then we're gonna loop through paths, and we're gonna check for every ending path. We're gonna check if it's inside of the set of starting paths. That's what we're gonna do, because that would be O of n for both runtime and extra space. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So here's what we do, right? Starting path. So starting of paths is equal to a set. And then what we want to do is for I in paths, if I of 0, or I guess rather starting path dot add I of 0. For y in paths, what you do is if y of 1, okay, so that's the ending one, is not in starting path, we just call paths, so multiple paths. If it's not inside of starting paths, then we know we want to return that one. Oh, by the way, my train of thought got kind of lost earlier, but what I also wanted to point out was this algorithm would work because they said it is guaranteed that the graph of paths form a line without any loop. So there's always going to be a destination city. So we know this will work. Like the loops won't end, and it won't return like nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's the answer.